Hello, my wonderful people. I don't know why they don't allow Olusegun Obasanjo give APC woto. The man be want give us some special information. Oh, the next thing they say, make no your go there. The thing pay me. Yeah. The thing pay me because the man be don dey dance come out say, man, this one na opportunity we want to talk, but they no let am. My people, they no let am talk. Well, anyway, I go still play am for una make una listen small. My people, this one na Bod Tv. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Una do well, una bye bye.
You have heard what I have heard. So you can judge for yourself. But I have a few things to say. First, the chairman asked us for permission to sit down. Chairman, we happily granted you permission. But it reminds me of late Chief F.R.A. Williams. He was given in a court. He was making a case for weight of evidence because he wanted to really make his case for that on that occasion, on the weight of evidence. After he has laboriously made his case, he sat down and the chair collapsed. He said, that is the evidence of weight. So your request was granted on the basis of evidence of weight. Yes. Oh. Yeah, this is restriction. Okay. They have now said I cannot move outside this restricted area. I will try and keep within that. But Chief Onwayewu, you talk about when we first met, immediately after the war. But you didn't remember that one of those who helped me in forming my first cabinet was yourself. And you remember how it happened. Chukwuma Soludo. When I had Chukwuma working with me as my economic advisor, we worked very closely together. And he never one day misadvised me. And I was so happy with him that I decided to send him to the central bank. He was the second Nigerian who was not a commercial banker of some sort sent to the central bank. And he performed so wonderfully well. But on one occasion, soon after I appointed him, somebody came to me and said, wow, you have ruined the economy of Nigeria. I said, how? He said, an able woman, Minister of Finance, an able man, Governor of Central Bank, then you have really completed the task of running the economy of Nigeria. Now, I don't know why he said that, except for what I can call Ibophobia. And don't take that lightly. It remains, it persists. And I like what Chief Nwayamu said. I believe on the 13th of January, 1970, Biafra died and was buried. Actually, in the house of my friend here, Chief Simon Okeke in Amechi. Is that correct? But when you have the type of thing that was said to me, and the type of thing that you know is going on, what I call, as I have just called it, what do we do with it? I believe we have to go back to the scripture, which says we must conquer evil with good. And whoever you are, wherever people are being afraid of you, you must make yourself friendly to those who are afraid of you and earn their friendship by being good to them. And that is what we have to do. I have personally experienced that. And nothing wins friendship like you being friendly. Central bank is not like a commercial bank. Central bank is for development. And part of the problem we have suffered in the past and we are suffering today is central bank has not performed its job as a development bank as it should have. And I believe you have not disappointed the people of Anambra State. But I like the point you make about agriculture. I don't talk about agriculture now, I talk about agri-business, because it is all the way from equipment for land preparation up to food on the table. But let me advise, please, on agriculture, let us take not more than 3 or 4 items. You two want to go for palm, oil palm. Do it and let Anambra become the leading oil palm producers in Nigeria. You can do it. And I know you can do it. I give you the example of Vietnam, a place I have visited about 4 times in the past 2 years. Vietnam was not a country producing coffee. They decided to go into coffee production. Within a space of 6 years, Vietnam became the 2nd largest producers of coffee in the world, only second to Brazil. You have the experience, you have what it takes. Let Anambra become the leading oil palm producer in the country. You must, of course, take one food crop or one food, and I will suggest that you take cassava. which is both food and industrial. Then, of course, you have to take one livestock at least. Poultry and aquaculture, because you have water, are the two that I will recommend to you. On human capital development, you have put it in your statement. You want for home and you want to develop for export. Human capital development. And everything you have said about that, I very much commend your effort. But when we develop our human capacity for export, it's not a waste. In fact, the experience they bring back, the outreach they get, the intellectual property they bring home, and of course, the money they send back home is very, very important. And like you have said, east or west, home is the best, and they will also be looking forward to coming back home. And what you are doing at home will be indeed very important. Let me just talk and mention two things about manufacturing or industry. You talk about drug manufacturing and marketing. Why can't Anambra State also be the drug manufacturing center for Nigeria? And when you look at the paucity of the drugs that we manufacture in Africa, it's less than 2% of the drugs that we use. So the market is very, very untouched, not to talk of unsaturated. And then you have my brother who has gone into automotive. When I was military head of state, we have automotive in Ibadan, in Lagos, in Kaduna, in Enugu. They are today all dead. And the reason why they are all dead is because they were all left in the hands of government. That's why I'm happy that the one that is happening here is private sector led. It should be encouraged and it should be strengthened. Let me also say one thing. Talent. As you know, I am a talent hunter. I just go for talent. You know, anybody can be put in any place, but anybody cannot be a performer. To perform, you need certain attributes, certain competence. And talent is one of those things that you need. Let us develop talents and use them locally. Let them even be used in the private sector, in government, in the private sector and in the what do you call it? That's not the social. What do you call them? The one that are not public, not private. The third one. What do you call them? They are non-governmental organization. What do you call them? NGOs. Yeah, but you have a word for one word you use for them. Huh? What do you say? Yeah, but the NGOs, any talent, whether in the private sector, in the public sector, or in the NGOs, and we can search for them, we can develop them, and we can make them serve our purpose. Now, I want to thank you for making me part of this. I want to thank you, Chukuma, that when we work together, you are a true, loyal servant, a true performer.